The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up. And we are underway now from Santa Clara. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his 4th NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Injuries overshadowed a great season from Tua last season. He led a Miami passing game that was one of the best in the league, and even more importantly, took them to the postseason for the first time in 6 years. That jump they were looking for from him, it absolutely occurred.
Tua to throw right away. And incomplete to open things up.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly. Got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Down he goes. The 49ers get there. That sack was by Isaiah Oliver from his cornerback position. Defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Here's McLeod on the return. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. The Niners offense set to go to work. And it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
There weren't many bigger stories last season than Purdy, who's officially the most famous Mr. Irrelevant of all time. Won each of his first 5 starts and almost guided his team to a Super Bowl. He's really forced the team to reevaluate its plans at quarterback because he looks like the real deal.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey taken down at the 47-yard line.
Holding offense.
They get Pro Bowl tackle Trent Williams for the infraction there.
Come on, baby. Rock and roll.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. You see Purdy, he's going to shift them around. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Brings up 2nd down at the 40-yard line.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Here's a diving catch right side. 3rd and 9 here.
11 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down and 9.
Now Purdy. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And it's taken in at the 9. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
All right, come on.
Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It was Eric Armstead coming up quickly and dropping it for a loss.
Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. Tua. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll get it up a little shy. Yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete. The pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they're up to the challenge.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's fortunate to get anything from that, given the yard up to the 49.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Third down and 6. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 41-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 25 yards for Christian McCaffrey. And the 49ers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. 2 now on 1st down. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on it. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
Play action, now it's Tua. Well, this is taken in, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. In motion, Hill. From the gun, it's Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And now look at the big man rumble. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 39 touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Mostert. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. The tackle there by George Odom. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 6. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Caught, it's Wilson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A carry there from Mostert as he's able to work his way forward for a pretty good pickup on first down, officially a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
But partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Hill. Complete. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. As the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Dolphins 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be out right at the 35. The end result, 21 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Final play of the half, Purdy. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've hit. We now proceed to the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 16. Ayuk going to go in motion right. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Second and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Purdy from the gun. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Tries to move the chains that time. They had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's spot it right at midfield at the 50. 55 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's the type of impact play you expect from McCaffrey, the comeback player of the year runner-up in 2022. Despite a midseason trade, put up almost 1,900 all-purpose yards and also made his second Pro Bowl.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He'll take this to the 46.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Now we'll pause here for an injury, and it's Deebo Samuel. He's the man in question right now who will need some attention. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. 3rd down, turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. And now they're in the hurry-up. In motion goes McLeod. They run wide side with McCaffrey. They're shoving his way inside the 35. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 2. Ayuk going to go in motion right. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. McCaffrey running up the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And now an audible here into something else. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. In motion is Gray.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
McCaffrey on the toss right. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter.
The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Back to throw, Purdy. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ray McCloud, a 16-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter.
And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. In motion, Hill.
First down, Dolphins.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill. His second touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Dolphins 14.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
And quickly they get to the line.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
In motion is Gray. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Samuel going to go in motion right. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has been a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Hill on the return.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
In motion, Hill. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
64 yards.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Tua. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Tua. 2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now Tua. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. Sanders' kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So Purdy and the Niners down 24-21. A little over a minute and a half remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Throwing, Purdy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
To throw is Purdy. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up. And backing up, eventually dropped for a huge loss.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
70 range, 18 back, check smash.
Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
What's up, man?
They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they end up running themselves out of time.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now.
65, 65, Panther 11, Panther 11. Hey. Warrior 70. Buffalo 18.
Here's Purdy. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
Throwing to start here is Tua. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
In motion, Hill.
21G, 21G.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have first down. brought down at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On second down, Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 3rd and 9. In motion, Hill. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
This 2nd and 4. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. A handoff running left is Mostert. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Jason Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now in his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
All the talk of Jackson leaving the Ravens this offseason was just that, talk. As the 2 sides hammered out a deal that made the highest paid player in the NFL. And why would they want to separate? When he has the ball in his hands, great things typically happen.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the 4th-year man, J.K. Dobbins. There's the stiff arm. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A gap. The gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept churning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Lamar changing the play.
Yo.
Dobbins will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they come up now second and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And the avenue collapse for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal?
Report. Shut up.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit Pater, but they're going to go for it.
Report.
Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. They'll run right side with Mostert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Second and 7. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Over the dime, looked on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 70 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Ravens, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and a yard. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Another run here with Dobbins. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Go ahead. You change it.
Now it's Jackson. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
No, we change it. Hey, middle.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Lamar changing the look.
Hey, report. Yo. Sit up.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Middle.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Flowers going to go in motion right. Jackson on first down, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ozzy, Ozzy. Hey, hey. Yo. Alrighty. Finish up. Alrighty. Finish up. Go ahead.
Here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll send Beckham in motion right. Now Jackson on first down. It's caught. Beckham. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line.
Hey, middle.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And a short gain down to about the 33. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
On the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll go again with Dobbins. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Report.
In motion left, Bateman. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. To throw is Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. In motion left, Bateman. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 123 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far. And one get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Isaiah Likely taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How they want to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. In motion, Hill. 2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Tua going to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee you, he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Shoves him aside. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
In motion left, Bateman. Dobbins running out of the gun. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Tucker's kick is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. 2 and now on 1st down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
From the gun, it's Tua. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a good call there that brings up 4th.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Fourth down. McDaniel, he's going to ask him to take a closer look at this call, and out comes the challenge for him.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He's got him in, complete. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And the Dolphins 1st down.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Tua. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's Tua. Second down. Here's Mostert again. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 5. Here we go. First and goal. Tua. Here's Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Sanders on for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now here come the Ravens. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked his special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
13.
Here's Jackson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Here now, third down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now Jackson. Flushed out right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this returnable for Hill. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Miami set to take over. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. To his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Throwing Tua. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And now an all rest on the right foot of their kicker. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphin field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.